Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. We have an app by the name CareersCloud which you can go and download through Play Store. Once you have downloaded the application, you will be able to easily log in using your Gmail ID. Once you have logged in, you will be redirected to this page where you will be getting this UI, and there will be option for home, all courses, my courses and doubt section. On this application, you will be getting multiple PDFs, multiple content on daily basis that will be enhancing your learning. Our first segment is daily current affairs. We make sure to provide you current affairs on daily basis in both English as well as in Hindi content. The PDFs for the same are uploaded on our application, and apart from this, we also make sure to provide you with quizzes that will help you to revise the content after you have gone through the PDF. Next comes our weekly content. The content is also provided in both English as well as in Hindi, and here we also make sure to provide you quiz also of that past week's current affairs that will be enhancing your learning, as it is a compilation of the important topics, important MCQ questions for the last week. Similar for the monthly, the PDFs are very important. They provide you insights of various topics, as well as we also make sure to provide you the quiz of monthly questions that are very important for learning. Next, we also provide you with important PIB articles on daily basis so that you can go through these articles and have an insight about that particular topic. Not just this, we also make sure to provide you important events that are happening globally and make sure to give you the right analysis. One of the most important segment of our application is that we make sure to provide you with the correct exam analysis. When you are having exam, we make sure to provide you with previous year questions so that the student can go through the exam pattern and the syllabus and can prepare the exam accordingly based on the pattern. After the exam, we also make sure to provide you with the exam analysis. Then for the students who are preparing for state exams, they will be also beneficial here, as we will make sure to provide with state-wise current affairs for them. Apart from this, we also make sure to cover the topic-wise current affairs such as your national affairs, government schemes, international affairs, banking and finance, economy and businesses, as these are the topics from which the examiner definitely asks the question, and these are covered on the monthly basis. So friends, do check our application. It will be a one-stop solution for learning. Apart from this, friends, CareersCloud is hiring. We are looking for candidates for subject matter experts in quants, reasoning and English, and also we are looking for a content creator for current affairs topic on daily basis, weekly basis and monthly basis. There is also an opening for a person who can translate the English content into Hindi. If you want to apply, you can scan the code here for further details, or you can go to the description and click the link below. These positions are available both in full-time and freelance for serious candidates. Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be discussing important current affairs for 24th and 25th of March. Session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention till the end. And happy Holi to all the students watching this video. Let's start. First is IMT Trilateral 2024. This is a trilateral exercise. Three, right? You can see from here that tree stands for trilateral exercise, right? Trilat. IMT Trilat exercise held between which three countries? So as the name suggests, IMT, from here you can see IMT stands for India, Mozambique and Tanzania. This was a trilateral exercise. This India, Mozambique, Tanzania trilateral exercise. This exercise was commenced on 21st of March, right, and it will be concluding on 29th of March. Correct? Important. Right now, next question can be asked is that which edition of this exercise was this? This was the second edition of this exercise that was held recently. When was the first edition held? First edition was held in October 2022, right, and it was held in Tanzania. Now let me show you here that this is the IMT Trilat, that is second edition of India, Mozambique and Tanzania trilateral exercise, and this started on 21st and will go on till 29th of March. Then this exercise is scheduled to be held in two phases. First is your harbor phase and second is your sea phase. As a part of this exercise, INS Tir and INS Sujata will engage in the exercise in the ports of Zanzibar in Tanzania and Maputo in Mozambique. So what are the name of the Indian naval ships that will take part in this exercise? INS Tir and INS Sujata. Right? Remember, these are the two Indian naval ships that will be taking part in the exercise, that is IMT Trilat. Correct? Who is the Chief of Naval Staff? R. Hari Kumar. Correct? Moving on. Which state became the first state to launch water resource dashboard? What is a dashboard? Dashboard gives you an analysis, right? It gives you an analysis about the water resources. Here we will be talking about water, so analysis of the water resources, right? In general, dashboard gives you analysis of the data that you want, and it gives you about the insights that what are the positives, what are the negatives, right, in terms of the data, right, in terms of quantitative analysis, we can say, right? So this dashboard will help us to find where are the locations where you will find the water resources, how much water is there, correct, what are the places where we can improve the conditions so that more water can be sent, what are the place in that particular state where people are consuming more water or less water, or where the population is more but the population but the water provided to that population is less, so on, right? So to manage such water resource, a dashboard was launched. Question asked is, which state became the first state to launch such water resource dashboard? It is your Rajasthan. Correct? Rajasthan became the first state to launch a water resource dashboard. This will help us to forecast dot, as I mentioned, that if there is a lag of water in that particular area, this dashboard will help us to know in advance, and it will help us to make water management much better. Correct? And we are seeing right now in Bangalore also that there is water scarcity going on, right? People are not having enough water for day-to-day task also, right? Also, if you remember, Rajasthan, it became the first state to achieve 10 gigawatt of renewable energy through solar energy. And if I ask you which is the state that is performing best in terms of solar rooftop scheme or solar rooftop, it is Gujarat. Right? Next question can be asked, that which is the state, which is the city in India that is facing water crisis as of now, also known as the Silicon City? It is Bangalore. Correct? Next, here you can see Rajasthan, it became the first state to launch water resource dashboard, and it is to forecast drought and to enable better water management based on water availability. Then this dashboard, this is a portal, right? This portal will offer real-time information about the water availability that will use or that will benefit the farmers in planning their crop cycles and irrigation. This will provide the complete data of 805 dams and daily data of 242 dams. Correct? That will be available on this portal. Then data about rainfall will also be provided here. Information about canal networks will also be provided here, right? And the data of Ganga and Bhakra canal system, Bilaspur, Javai, Gudwa, Jawahar Sagar dams will also be available on this portal. That is a water resource dashboard launched by which state? Launched by Rajasthan. If I ask you who is the Chief Minister of Rajasthan? Bhajan Lal Sharma. Who is the Governor of Rajasthan? Kalraj Mishra. And in Rajasthan only there is a national park, that is Ghana National Park, right? Then there is a wildlife sanctuary also here, Mount Abu Wildlife Sanctuary. Next, which ministry partnered with Nixie and launched a BhashaNet portal? What is this NIXI? Nixie stands for National Internet Exchange of India. National Internet Exchange of India. Right? So which ministry partnered with Nixie to launch a BhashaNet portal? Right? So it is MEITY, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. They partnered with Nixie, that is National Internet Exchange of India, to launch BhashaNet portal. This portal was launched during the Universal Acceptance Day event, and this Universal Acceptance Day event was held on 21st of March. On this day we observed Universal Acceptance Day, right? And it was held on 21st of March. It was held where, if the location can be asked, that where was this Universal Acceptance Day event held? It was held at Dr. Ambedkar International Center. And where is this? It is in New Delhi. This Bhashanet portal, the aim here is to create multilingual internet where local language website names and email IDs work seamlessly everywhere. I repeat, this Bhashanet aims to create multilingual internet where local language website names and email IDs work seamlessly everywhere. Correct? So take a note of this. Nixie, they partnered with MEITY for Bhashanet portal, and this was on the 21st of March. That was your Universal Acceptance Day. Location where this event was held, that is Dr. Ambedkar International Center, that is in New Delhi. Right? Next, if we talk about Nixie, National Internet Exchange of India, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Nixie? Dr. Devesh Tyagi. Dr. Devesh Tyagi. Next, here you can see Regional Universal Acceptance Day event, right? The event was organized by MEITY and Nixie with the support of Internet Corporation for assigned names and numbers to advance digital inclusion and promote universal acceptance across India. This regional event prepares for the upcoming Global Universal Acceptance Day, which will take place on 28th of March in Belgrade, Serbia. Next is international affairs. We are talking about exercise Tiger Triumph. This exercise Tiger Triumph, this is the third edition of this exercise. This was held recently. This is an exercise that is held between India and which country? So Tiger Triumph is an exercise held between India and United States of America. This is a tri-service exercise. This is a tri-service exercise. That means Army, Air Force and Navy. All these three forces take part in this particular exercise of these two countries, India and USA. Correct? Tiger Triumph. Also remember, right option here becomes option 2. Also remember, this is a humanitarian assistance and disaster relief exercise. That is HADR exercise. I repeat, humanitarian assistance and disaster relief exercise held between India and USA. Next question can be asked is about the location where this exercise was held. It was held in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Important. Correct? And this was the third edition of this exercise that was held. Right? Next. Also remember, this exercise was held in two phases, that is your harbor phase and sea phase. And remember, INS Jalashwa took part in this exercise. INS Jalashwa. And as this is the third edition of the exercise, the first edition of the Tiger Triumph exercise was held in 2019, and that was also held in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Moving on. Name the operation launched to evacuate stranded Indians in Haiti. So we all know about the situation that is going on in Haiti right now, right? So in order to evacuate Indians from Haiti, the operation launched was Operation Indravati. Correct? India has launched Operation Indravati to evacuate the Indians stranded in Haiti after the armed group seized control of the most of the Caribbean nation. Now tell me, what was Operation Ganga and what was Operation Ajay? If we talk about Operation Ajay, it is the operation that was launched by Indian Armed Force to evacuate the Indians from Israel because of the Israel and Hamas war that was started, right? Versus Hamas. What was Operation Ganga? Operation Ganga was to evacuate Indians from Russia, not from Russia, from Ukraine, right? Because of Russia-Ukraine war. Right? So remember Operation Indravati, Operation Ajay and Operation Ganga. Now friends, recently your SBI clerk main exam was held. We have collected some stats over it, and let me show you why I say that AffairsCloud is one of the best top solution for current affairs. For the first shift and second shift, there were 46 and 43 questions collected respectively. For 25th of Feb. Here we will be seeing that 41 questions and 38 questions respectively were covered by us in our course that we provide you. 27 and 23 questions respectively were covered in the applications quiz that I ask you to do on daily basis in your mobile application. Then 22 and 19 questions were from the pocket PDF that is provided to you in our course, and 17 and 17 questions respectively were from the monthly exam PDF that we do, and also from the video of monthly and weekly that we are doing on YouTube channel. So that is the reason I say that we are the one-stop solution for general awareness and current affairs that helps you in your preparation. For the in-depth questions that are deeply asked, 19 questions and 24 questions were respectively covered for in-depth questions, and number of in-depth covers were 15 and 21 respectively. Then the total covered in our applications were 9 and 10. So that is the reason I asked you that you should definitely take our course, because they will be very beneficial in your preparation. On daily basis, we provide you daily scoop PDF, daily current affair quiz, daily current affair and question answers quiz, right? Apart from this PDF, we also teach you on YouTube channel that is very beneficial in your learning for revision perspective also. Similarly, for weekly, top 60 quiz, CA content in PDF, and weekly overall question and answer PDF is also provided to you. And similarly for monthly also, top 100 question and answer PDF is provided to you in our mobile application. Monthly current affairs pocket PDF, monthly current affairs study PDF, exam PDF, and various banking and economy related questions PDF is also provided on monthly basis on our application. And for that you have to look at our course that we just mentioned. If we look at some of the month-wise stats, like on monthly basis, what are the questions that were asked, and we have covered those questions. So the total number of questions were 38 and 35 respectively for 25th of Feb for shift 1 and shift 2. And here we can see that for Feb month of 24, 2 questions and 4 questions were asked. From the Jan month, 16 and 18 questions respectively were asked. From December, 5 and 2 questions were asked. And for September to November, we saw that 8 and 5 questions were asked respectively. And from Jan to August 2023, that is for the last year, we saw 7 and 6 questions were covered. And let me tell you friends, all these questions were covered by us either on our mobile application or on our YouTube channel, where we provide you a detailed analysis of all the questions, all the content that is happening all around the world. Not just this, if we focus on static banking and GK stats, the total question asked were 8 and 8 respectively for first and second shift. Static banking question asked were 5 and 7. Static banking question answers that were covered by us were 5 and 6 respectively. Just a question short for the second shift, but we'll make sure to cover that in next time. Static GK question asked were 3 and 1 respectively, and static GK questions for the first shift were covered all, but for second shift a question was left, but I make sure to cover that question also the next time, and so that there is nothing left when you are attempting your exam. I make sure that all my students who study and who watch my videos, who are taking these courses, who are studying from these PDFs, should not leave a stone unturned, and they should attempt all the questions that are being asked in your exam. Next is banking and finance. IOB, Indian Overseas Bank, it has launched 2 new jewel loans. They are IOB Gold Powered Card and Jewel Loan Suvidha. This IOB Gold Powered Loan will provide borrowers with the instant access to a card linked directly to their Jewel Loan overdraft accounts, and Jewel Loan Suvidha to secure the unique needs of the housing loan borrowers, not only from IOB but also from other financial institutions. Correct? Take a note of this. If we talk about Indian Overseas Bank, IOB, who is the managing director and chief executive officer here? Ajay Kumar Srivastav. Headquarter is in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and it was in 1937 this was established. Next, according to Global Economic Outlook, India's GDP is expected to grow by how much percent in fiscal year 25? So according to the Global Economic Outlook, right, this is released by S&P Global, correct? And according to them, India's GDP forecast is 6.8% for fiscal year 25, right? I repeat, for fiscal year 25, India is expected to grow by 6.8%. And for fiscal year 24, India's GDP is revised to 7.3%. That was earlier expected to be around 6.9%. Correct? And similarly, if we talk about fiscal year 27, India is expected to grow by 6.2%, and in fiscal year 26, India is expected to grow by 6.1%. Right? And for inflation, if we talk about for fiscal year 25, if we talk about the inflation, it is expected to be at around 5.1%. Next is economy and business. Global economic outlook, as we just saw, S&P Global revised India's GDP to 6.8% for fiscal year 25, and inflation here will be at around 5.1%. Next, SAIC Motor and JSW Group, they together launched a joint venture, that is JSW MG Motor India Private Limited, and this joint venture aims to have sold 1 million electric vehicles in India by 2030 and plans to launch new models including new energy vehicles every 3 to 6 months starting in September 2024, and they also plan to invest $750 million to produce 3 lakh units a year. Next, who has been elected as the president of Indian Steel Association? Naveen Jindal. Right? Naveen Jindal has been appointed or elected as the president of Indian Steel Association. Correct? And he will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Dilip Omen. Right? He will succeed Dilip Omen as the new chairman of or the new president of Indian Steel Association. Correct. Next is ISRO successfully conducted Pushpak reusable launch vehicle landing experiment at ATR in Chitradurga, Karnataka. I repeat, ISRO, they successfully conducted Pushpak, that is a reusable launch vehicle autonomous landing mission at an aeronautical test range ATR in Chitradurga, Karnataka. So Pushpak, what is it? It is a reusable launch vehicle. It was tested by ISRO. Where was it tested? It was tested at Chitradurga, Karnataka, right? And this landing is the second series of the experiments that were conducted by ISRO at ATR, right? And this is a reusable launch vehicle that is known as Pushpak. That is known as Pushpak. Correct? Take a note of this. As it is a reusable rocket, that means if you remember for SpaceX, why SpaceX is so proficient? Because of their Falcon 9 rocket, they are reusable rocket, right? So similarly, this reusable launch vehicle Pushpak was tested so that we can save cost and even save on the parts also, right? Huge amount of money can be saved here if we keep on using the same launch vehicle, right? And here remember the mission was accomplished by Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. Here the team for the test was guided by whom? By Sunil P. He is the director, correct, of Advanced Technology and Systems Program at Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, right? And if we talk about ISRO, chairman will be S. Somnath. Headquarter is in Bangalore, Karnataka, and it was established in 1969. Correct. So the name of this reusable launch vehicle is Pushpak, that was tested by ISRO. Next, Indian Army inducts IDD and IS system along northern borders with China. I repeat, Indian Army, they deployed the initial batch of 7 new indigenous integrated drone detection and interdetection systems along with the northern borders with China. This system were togetherly developed by DRDO and BEL, and this Mark 1 variant of IDD and IS was inducted by the Army Air Defense. Right? Coming back, I repeat, it is Indian Army that has inducted this IDD and IS, that is indigenously integrated drone detection and interdiction system, right? This was set up where at the northern borders with China, correct? These systems were together developed by DRDO and BEL, that is Bharat Electronics Limited, correct? This has two types of systems, soft kill and hard kill. For soft kill, they can kill the jam signals of the hostile drones, and hard kills, the system are equipped with lasers for physical destruction of the drones within effective range of 800 meters. Next is about environment. A new species of deep sea isopod has been identified in Kerala and has been named after ISRO, that is Bukthro ISRO. Buxetho Brusatho ISRO. This is the name of the new species of deep sea isopod, right? This was identified in Kerala and has been named after ISRO. Correct? That is Brusatho ISRO. Next is related to sports. As you can see him in the picture, Sharat Kamal to be the India's flag bearer and Mary Kom as the chef de mission of the Indian contingent at the Paris Olympic Games that will be held in the month of July. From 26th of July to 11th of August in Paris, we will be seeing the Olympic Games. And who will be the torch bearer? Oh, sorry, flag bearer. Sharat Kamal. Who will be the torch bearer here? Tell me the name. And we have done this torch bearer, right? AB. I have given you the hint now. Who will be the torch bearer? Give me the homework in comment below and tell me who will be the torch bearer. Flag bearer here is Sharat Kamal. And who will be the chef de mission of Indian contingent? Mary Kom. Both of this remember, right? And Sharat Kamal will be the 19th flag bearer for India at the Olympic Games. And who will be the torch bearer? We have done this question multiple times in our daily current affairs, right? Next, if we talk about Indian Olympic Association, who is the president here? PT Usha. PT Usha. Okay, I'll give you the name. Who will be the torch bearer? Abhinav Bindra. Your homework will be PT Usha was awarded with an award recently. What is the name of that award? You tell me this, right? PT Usha was awarded with an award recently. This is more important, right? We have seen who will be the torch bearer, Abhinav Bindra. But PT Usha, who is the president of Indian Olympic Association, you tell me she was awarded with an award. What is the name of that award? Next, International Day of Forest observed on 21st of March to celebrate and raise awareness of the significance of all the types of forest. The theme being here is forest and innovation, new solutions for a better world. This is the theme for the International Day of Forest. Next is International Day of Navroz, right? It is observed on 21st of March and it is to foster cultural exchange and promote peace, solidarity and good neighborliness. The day aims to contribute to cultural diversity and friendship among people and different communities. Next is World Puppetry Day. It is also observed on 21st of March and it is to recognize puppetry as a global art form. The day also aims to promote and honor the puppeteers across the world, and the theme here is the climate. So friends, these were your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go to quick one-liner revision. IMT Trilateral, second edition of India, Mozambique, Tanzania Maritime Exercise started. Rajasthan became the first state to launch water resource dashboard. MEITY and NIXI, they together launched BharatNet portal. This is a portal that will help us to to provide multilingual internet, and this was launched at Universal Acceptance Day event. Exercise Tiger Trump was held. This was the third edition of India USA Tri Service exercise. That was a HADR exercise held in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Operation Indravati to evacuate the stranded Indians in Haiti. Indian Overseas Bank launched two gold loan products, IOB Gold Powered Card and Jewel Loan Subida. Global Economic Outlook released by S&P Global. Here, India's GDP project was 6.8% for fiscal year 25 and inflation at 5.1% in fiscal year 25. Then SAIC Motor and JSW Group launched a joint venture, JSW MG Motor India Private Limited. Naveen Jindal was elected as the president of Indian Steel Association. ISRO, they successfully conducted Pushpak, that is a reusable launch vehicle landing experiment at ATR in Chitradurga, Karnataka. Then Indian Army inducted IDD and IS system along northern borders with China for protection. Then Brucey Thuau ISRO, this is the name of the new species of deep sea isopod identified in Kerala and has been named after ISRO. Sharat Kamal to be India's first flag bearer, Mary Kom as the chef de mission, Abhinav Bindra as the torch bearer, and Indian contingent at 2024 Olympic Games. Then International Day of Forest observed on 21st of March, International Day of Navroz on 21st, and World Puppetry Day also on 21st of March. So these are your important current affairs for the day, friends. Do like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Now let's move to some revision part that will be very beneficial in your learning. Next is in Feb, US Department of States approved how much amount of sale of 31 MQ-9B armed drones and other related equipments to India. So, US Department of States has approved $3.99 billion $3.99 billion sale of 31 MQ-9B armed drones and other related equipments to India. The Defense Secretary Cooperation Agency of the US issued a required certifications, and this MQ-9B, these are the armed drones, and 31 such MQ-9B armed drones will be provided to in India along with some other equipments worth $3.99 billion. Right? Next, and remember these drones MQ-9B armed drones, they will be available in two variants. One is your Sky Guardian and second is your Sea Guardian. Right, these are the two variants of it. Next, which country's Geelong 3 rocket recently launched 9 satellites into sun synchronous orbit? It is China. China has recently, using their rocket Geelong 3, has launched 9 satellites into sun synchronous orbit. Next, name the first 25T bollard pull tug that was delivered to the Indian Navy at Naval Ship Repair Yard in Kochi, Kerala in Feb 2024. So, what is the name of that 25T bollard pull tug that was delivered to Indian Navy at at the Naval Ship Repair Yard? It is Yard 305 Mahabali. Yard 305 Mahabali. Correct? And the contract for the construction and delivery of three 25T bollard pull tugs was with Shaft MS Shaft Shipyard Private Limited, that is in Thane, Maharashtra. Correct? Which organization was granted Mini Ratna Category 1 status by Ministry of Power? It is Grid India. What does Grid India stands for? Grid Controller of India Limited. Right? They have been designated as the Mini Ratna Category 1 CPSE by the Ministry of Power. Right? And remember, Grid India, this was earlier known as, formerly known as POSCO also. POSCO, that is, sorry, POSOCO. POSOCO. Correct? That is Power System Operation Corporation India Limited. This Grid India, this was established in 2009 and it looks over the overseas operations of Indian power system. Which ministry issued guidelines to set up green hydrogen hubs in India? It is MNRE, that is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. They have notified the scheme, or they have notified the guidelines for establishing a green hydrogen hub in under the National Green Hydrogen Mission. And as we know that green hydrogen, this is a cleaner fuel, and on burning it releases H2O in the form of vapors. Right? Then the scheme will offer support to develop core infrastructure at hydrogen hubs for the common services, and 200 crore rupees has been allocated for financial year 56 for the same. Right? And remember, here the funding will be done in various stages, and 200 crore rupees we just saw will be projected here, will be given to set up the infrastructure for green hydrogen hubs in India. Correct? Next, if we talk about National Green Hydrogen Mission, this National Green Hydrogen Mission was launched in 2023 in the month of January in order to promote the production of green hydrogen in India. CAG, that is Comptroller and Auditor General of India, they have signed an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with which IIT on artificial intelligence. So CAG, they recently signed a Memorandum of Understanding with IIT Delhi. Right, this MOU was with IIT Delhi and it was on artificial intelligence. It was to promote artificial intelligence. And recently we have seen Devin. Devin is an AI software developer. Correct? That means this software can use AI or uses AI to make software from scratch just using the prompt. All the debugging and all the error control, all the documentation, all the writing of code will be done by Devin itself. And remember, this Devin is made by Cognition Labs. Right? Cognition Labs made this software Devin. Next, which bank has announced $250 million lending support for startups and new economy companies? It is DBS Bank. right? DBS Bank India, they have announced a $250 million lending support for the startups and new India companies, right? That means this bank, DBS Bank, they have announced this $250 million commitment so that they can help the startups and new companies from India that focuses on entrepreneurship, that focuses on technology innovation, right, to help them grow. Here, DBS Bank India, they will offer holistic support through advanced digital expertise, also through connection, through ecosystem partnerships, right? Such as your managing your operations, right? To help them grow their larger business and also to come up with new audience or to new marketing audience for them and so on, right? Then if we talk about DBS Bank, who is the managing director and chief executive officer here, Surojit Shom. Headquarter is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it was established in 1994. Which bank partnered with Ease My Trip to launch co-branded travel credit card? So it is Punjab National Bank and Ease My Trip, right? These are the two organization bank, correct? So they have partnered together to launch a co-branded travel credit card that will be named as PNB EMT credit card, correct? This is a co-branded travel credit card that will be very beneficial for travel, correct? And this card is available for an annual membership fee of 2000 rupees and can be globally accessed across 100 countries. If we talk about PNB, Atul Kumar Goyal is the chairman, is the managing director and CEO. Headquarter is in New Delhi. 1894 this was established. If we talk about Ease My Trip, Nishant Pitti is the co-founder and CEO, and it was founded in 2008 and headquarters is in New Delhi. Next is SBI Cards and Payment Service Limited. They collaborated with which company to launch a Titan SBI card? So SBI Cards and Payment Service Limited, they collaborated with Titan Corporation Limited or Titan Company Limited to introduce a co-branded card, that is Titan SBI card. Titan SBI card, right? And RBI, apart from this, remember, make sure this is important, right? So this is SBI Cards and Payment, not RBI, this is SBI Cards and Payment Service Limited that has collaborated with Titan Company Limited to launch this, correct? Next, apart from this, remember, the rocket also carried Tiandu 1 and Tiandu 2. These are the two miniature satellites to conduct the test for the construction of a constellation of data relay and navigation satellites, right? These are the two miniature satellites that was also launched along with QKIA 2, that is a relay satellite. Next, UK successfully tested the first laser weapon, Dragonfire. As you can see, this Dragonfire, this is a laser weapon, correct? It can aim at a particular coin even after long distance, right? So Minister of Defense of UK, they have successfully tested the first ever laser directed energy weapon that was named Dragonfire, right? And this is used to take down the drones, enemy drones, right? Enemy aircrafts, correct? That are in the region you don't want them to be. If we talk about Dragonfire is led by DSTL, that is Defense Science and Technology Laboratory, on the behalf of UK's Ministry of Defense, right? And Dragonfire significantly reduces the reliance on expensive ammunition. Each, remember, firing the laser for 10 seconds here cost just 1000 rupees, right? I repeat, 10 seconds of firing of this laser cost approximately almost 1000 rupees. And this Dragonfire will enhance the air defense capabilities for both the army and the navy of UK. How much monetary penalty was imposed on DCB Bank for rule violation? So recently RBI has imposed monetary penalty on two banks, that is TMB, that is Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, and your DCB Bank. On DCB Bank, the monetary penalty was 63 lakhs 60,000 rupees, and on TMB, that is Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, the penalty was 1 crore 31 lakh 80,000 rupees. Correct? So both of the penalty, remember. Next is, which country signed $23.27 million LOC agreement with Exim Bank for aircraft procurement? It is Guyana, right? Guyana, they have signed 23.27 million line of credit, LOC, correct? And it was with whom? It was with Exim Bank, that is Export and Import Bank of India, and it is for the procurement of aircraft. Which aircraft? That aircraft will be two Dornier aircraft. Dornier aircraft, right? These are the surveillance aircrafts. Correct? Take a note of this. Important. And these Dornier aircraft, they will be developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. IIT has recently partnered with Munitions India Limited to develop India's first 155 smart ammunition. It is IIT Madras. I repeat, IIT Madras recently partnered with Munitions India Limited to develop India's first 155 smart ammunition. Correct? Next, name the potentially habitable planet Super Earth that has been recently identified by NASA's transiting exoplanet survey satellite, that is TESS. So what is the name of that potentially habitable planet, that is Super Earth, that was recently identified by NASA's TESS? The name of it is TOI 715b. Option 2 is absolutely right here. Next, which university has recently partnered with ISRO for second phase of NASA ISRO synthetic aperture radar, that is NISAR's research program? So what is NISAR? NISAR is your NASA ISRO synthetic aperture radar, right? So question asked here is that which university has recently partnered with ISRO for the second phase of NASA ISRO synthetic aperture research program? It is which organization? Organization here is Kerala University of Fisheries and Ocean Studies, right? And this is also known as KUFOS, Kerala Universities of Fisheries and Ocean Studies. Next, which organization or defense sector has recently conducted 4 flight trials of high-speed expendable aerial target heat abhyas in Chandipur, Odisha? Which is it? It is DRDO. DRDO conducted the 4 flight trials of heat abhyas in Chandipur, Odisha. Correct? And these trials took between 30th of Jan to 2nd of Feb. Next, which state's disaster management authority has recently launched the novel initiative technology intervention for safety of human lives, that is Nitish device, to provide an earlier alert of natural calamities? It is Bihar, right? Bihar state's disaster management authority recently launched Nitish. Remember the name of this device? Nitish. What is Nitish? Novel Initiative Technology Intervention for Safety of Human Lives. And this is to basically give alert for the natural calamities in the state of Bihar. Next, name the satellite that was recently launched by NASA's onboard SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket to study the Earth's ocean, air, and climate. It is PACE. Right? PACE is the name of the satellite. It was launched by NASA using Falcon 9 rocket of SpaceX, and it is to study the Earth's ocean, air, and climate. Who received PV Narasimha Rao Memorial Award for Philanthropy? So, Ratan Tata, right? Ratan Tata has received the PV Narasimha Rao Memorial Award for Philanthropy recently. The award presentation took place where location is important, Mumbai, Maharashtra. And remember, this is important because we know Ratan Tata, he is a philanthropic person, and his philanthropic initiative has covered diverse sectors such as health, education, rural development, environment sustainability, and so on. And now even in Assam, he is aiming to develop the first semiconductor plant of semiconductor manufacturing plant in the northeast India, right? And two will be in Gujarat. So coming back, if we talk about who received PV Narasimha Rao Memorial Award for Philanthropy, Ratan Tata ji. Science and technology. India tested indigenously made 1500 horsepower engine of MBT at BEML Mysore. What is MBT? MBT is your main battle tank. MBT is your main battle tank. So India recently tested the indigenously made 1500 horsepower engine of a main battle tank. It was tested at BEML Limited, right? And this BEML, this the headquarter of this BEML is in Mysore. Where is Mysore? Karnataka. Then this 1500 engine or 1500 horsepower engine, this is a symbol of revolution in military's propulsion technology, right? And apart from this, remember, with this, the engine will also enhance the power of Arjun Mark 1A tanks. Then this engine of this main battle tank, it has a capacity, or we can say this is a cutting edge technology that can even operate in extreme weather such as at minus 40 degrees Celsius or at 55 degrees Celsius in deserts. Next is our homework section. First, what is the name of the operation recently launched by India to evacuate Indian nationals from Haiti? We just saw. Second, which country has announced a ban on disposable e-cigarettes or vapes? Third, Order of the Druk Glypo award recently seen in news is the highest civilian award honor of which country? Fourth, IMT Trilateral exercise recently in the news is conducted between which one of the following countries? Fifth, recently which ministry has notified the PIB's fact check unit under IT rules 2021? So these are your 5 homework question, friends, and I need to see maximum participation from all the students watching this video. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.